Hi, everyone. This is the daily weather hazard briefing from the National Weather Service office here in Pocatello, Idaho for Sunday, November 5th. We've got showers ongoing early this morning. We're going to continue to see those on and off, especially through the first half of the day, but a little bit lingering into the afternoon. Short break, and then, yes, more moisture headed our way as we start the new week. So here's some of those key points. I briefly just talked about some of those. We've got showers basically on and off through today. A little bit of a break, but then another round starts to move in tonight, and then we'll continue on and off throughout Monday and even into Tuesday. We do have some gustier winds ahead. We'll talk about those. Again, overall temperatures are staying warmer, or at least warm enough to give us more rain than snow down here in the valleys. There's a very brief window where we could see a little bit of snow try to mix in. The potential for that looks, again, pretty limited, and any snow that you would likely see mix in, not really likely to accumulate to anything. Temperatures themselves finally cool off as we get into Tuesday, but even then, cooling off is only dropping a few degrees, so we'll talk a little bit more about that coming up too. Here's a look at satellite early this morning. You can see the moisture pushing through the area. I've got, again, rain showers out there now this morning. Those will continue for the next few hours and then start to taper off a bit more as we get into the afternoon, but still a few showers lingering. We are not done with the moisture. You can see more working its way into the west coast early this morning, especially up in the Oregon and Washington areas and Northern California. That is kind of that second round that's going to be headed our way Sunday night into Monday. Here's a look at the weather risk outlook grid. Again, the rain is the big thing for most of us. The winds are going to be picking up too. Windy at times today, tomorrow, even into Tuesday. The wind starts to back off a bit more as we get into midweek, as we finally start to dry out too. Late Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning is the kind of the best time frame to see any light snow trying to mix in with some of that rain as our temperatures finally start to drop and those snow levels drop closer to valley floors. But keep in mind that's about the time that the precip itself is going to start wrapping up. So again, a very brief time frame for some very light snow down here in the valleys mixing in with some of that rain. But most of the snow with this system throughout the entire time frame going to stay up in the mountains. Just warm enough for most of us to see rain with a little bit of snow mixing in at times as you go higher up in the elevations there. Because, as you can see, for most of us, our highs, once again today, back into the mid and upper 50s, few upper 40s up near Sun Valley and Stanley. Here's a look at some of those wind gusts. We're going to start to see those up to about 30, 35 miles per hour. Even a rogue gust up to about 40, not out of the question. Of course, some of those stronger gusts throughout part of the Snake Plain and the Magic Valley, also seeing gusts around 25 to 30 miles per hour there. Model reflectivity here starting over early this morning. You can see some of those showers that are ongoing, continuing through the morning hours. Starts to kind of taper off as we get into the afternoon, but we'll still see a few lingering showers here and there, even as we get into this afternoon. A little bit of a break as we get into the evening, and the winds will start to back off at that point. So the winds will be a little bit lighter as we head into tonight, but then as that next round of moisture moves in tonight, expect winds to start to pick back up. So breezy to even windy at times on Monday and even on Tuesday. So here is a look at some of our precipitation totals. This includes all of today, Sunday, all of Monday, and all of Tuesday. So these values are basically over a 72-hour time frame. So you can really see highlighting those tops of the mountains getting the most snow. As far as some of our areas that are getting into some of the higher elevations, talking the Island Park, Stanley areas, maybe 1-2 inches of snow. Again, this is by the time this is all said and done. But a lot of us are going to see mainly rain out of this. So looking at rain totals anywhere from about 1/4 of an inch to maybe 3/10. The I-15 corridor, 84 to 86 there. You get into parts of the Arco Desert, maybe closer to 1/10 of an inch, 1/1500ths or so. As far as temperatures go into Monday, most of us are going to start the morning off in the mid upper 30s, low 40s. and then warm into those low and mid 50s once again for afternoon highs. Start to see a little bit of that cooler air making its way in, but not really impacting us until we kind of get into that Tuesday time frame. You'll see those wind gusts on Monday afternoon, again, for most of us, around 30, 35 miles per hour. Can't rule out a gust up to about 40 here or there. Temperatures on Tuesday, this is where we finally start to cool off slightly. Basically a 5 to 10 degree drop for most of us. Tuesday morning, though, a lot of us are still above freezing, especially through our main population centers. Those afternoon highs, mainly in the 40s for a lot of us. Tuesday afternoon, still looking breezy. Most of us around 25 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts. As we get into Wednesday, temperatures holding fairly steady, dropping another couple degrees is all. Highs in the low 40s, some upper 30s. But notice those morning temperatures. A lot of us are going to be closer to or even just a little bit below freezing through the Magic Valley and Snake Plain. So again, that's where we see the best chance, very brief window for some light snow to mix in with some of that rain. But again, by this point, as temperatures and snow levels are dropping, our precip is going to be starting to kind of wind down. So by the time we get to Wednesday afternoon, the wind gusts will be a little breezy at times here and there, but only about 15 to 20, maybe 25 miles per hour. So a big improvement from the today, tomorrow, and Tuesday time frames. In summary, we'll see showers continuing on and off throughout the day today, especially through the morning, a little bit less as we get into the afternoon. Brief break this evening before then that next round moves in tonight. Continues on and off throughout Monday and even into Tuesday. We'll see some gusty winds throughout today, tomorrow, and even Tuesday before those start to back off on Wednesday as well. Overall, temperatures warm enough to mainly support rain for us. Just that very, very brief window of possibility for some light snow down to the valleys Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Again, very brief. Temperatures finally cooling off a bit more as we get into that Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, with most of us going from highs in the 50s today and tomorrow to then 40s by the middle part of the week. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, of course, you can always send us an email, give us a phone call, although social media, probably the best way to connect with us. Have a great day.